Why do I like to act? First, I love movies. When I started thinking of acting, was watching movies, and instead of watching them, I was looking at the actor and seeing what they're really doing, and seeing, wow, that was a great performance. And I like to use what I think my skills are as being able to connect with people and being social and understanding connection, and putting those to the advantage, and realizing that acting is really just that, but on camera. So that's why I enjoy acting, and I've learned a lot, and I'm willing to learn more. So yeah, that's why I like acting.
And when you approach a characterization, when you're given a script, how do you tackle that?
First off, when I do get a script, I just try to memorize the lines, just lines for what they are. But then after I get the lines down, then I can look into the character and try to understand the character. I think the number one thing that I do is try to understand where they're coming from, and trying to put my feet into their shoes. And yeah, try to pull emotion from what that character is, who that character is, and how that character is. So.
Who is your favorite actor or actress, and why?
Favorite actor? I always say I really like Jake Gyllenhaal because he has so much range, really. If you go back to even his younger days, he was so good. And a big obvious answer also is Leo DiCaprio. I think they're both kind of like the same, where they could do anything and everything. Mm-hmm. And I really love him. Prisoners. I think that's one of my favorite movies, one of my favorite performances. So I would say Jake Gyllenhaal. And for actresses, who's an actress that I really liked, that I really enjoyed? Nicole Kidman, I think. Mm-hmm. I really like Nicole Kidman in the same way. I just recently saw The Northman that just came out, and she was absolutely fantastic in that movie. And I don't know if you've seen Big Little Lies, but she was awesome mm-hmm. in that movie, in that series as well. And again, she has a lot of range, and I really enjoy Nicole Kidman's performances for sure.
Okay. What is your favorite film, and why?
Everyone asks me that question, and I don't like to answer it, because there's not just one film. There's different genres of films, and like my favorite zombie movie is a Korean zombie movie called Train to Busan. That's my favorite zombie. My favorite gangster movie is Goodfellas. My favorite crime movie is Prisoners. My favorite alien movie is Arrival. And my favorite director is, I'd say my two favorite directors are Denis Villeneuve, who directed Arrival, who directed Blade Runner, the new one, and he just directed Dune, and also
Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah, Denis Villeneuve. I don't know if I probably butchered his name, but but also my other favorite director is David Fincher. I love all David Fincher movies. I love his style. I love how serious it is. I love how every shot is it's his style. You're watching a David Fincher movie, or you're watching a show produced by David Fincher, because like every shot is very much him, and very stylized to how he shoots stuff. Mm-hmm. And
I agree. Why do you want to get into the industry?
Well, honestly, just looking at what I'm good at and what I think I can do, and for my career, and knowing, besides acting, I think I love the film industry. I just love all film, TV, radio, podcast, YouTube. I just love the entertainment industry, and
so you love storytelling?
Yeah, exactly. I'd like to say I'm very good at speaking. In my friend group, I always try to make my friends laugh with stories. I have a lot of stories about my childhood. So like I said, when I said earlier about the skills I have, one of my skills is storytelling. And I've gotten that before, where friends are like, wow, you're a really good storyteller. And so if it's acting, if it's something else, I just want to be part of the whole thing. And it's very exciting, because there's so much you could do in the industry. So it's very cool.
That's very true. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself, in 2-3 months, I see myself, trying to go to auditions. In 5 years, hopefully I have a gig of some sort. Hopefully I'm in the industry working and doing and learning as much as possible, and growing in the field that I love. So,
what do you see as your lesser strengths? What are your weaknesses, you think?
And weaknesses in acting, I just started acting, so not a couple of months. I started at 20 years old, a couple months ago in the fall of 2021. So I think right now my weakness is I feel like I act with a very one note, kind of one tone, and I want to be able to delve out of that and learn, get deeper into myself, and it's also, I'm just growing as well as a human being besides acting. So the more I learn about myself, the more I grow, the more, self growth there is. I think I could translate that to acting and learn more. But so I think one of my weaknesses is right now is just being kind of one note and yeah. So
Okay.
there you go.
Do you work well with others?
Yeah, I feel like I do. I'm a very people person, probably too much of a people pleaser, and that's something I'm trying to learn not to do. But I enjoy everyone has a story, and everyone wants to just connect, and everyone wants to have a good time. And meeting kids with the film program here has been really amazing because you could just see their passion, and everyone's having fun, and everyone's learning, and every single day you're learning something new about the craft of filmmaking. So yeah, I love meeting
That
people.
informs you as an actor, too.
Exactly, and learning from the crew as much as possible, learning how things are made. It's funny, you could really see how actors are just props, really, and you can see how much the crew puts into the work and how much the director is so important. Even like on school projects, like if director is off, then the whole crew is off, and it's quite amazing. Yeah.
That's very true. What type do you think you are? Young leading man or character actor or?
I'd say right now probably young leading man. I'd like to say I could play the brother, I could play the boyfriend, I could play the troubled teenager going through stuff. I think at one point obviously I'm still learning, so being able to play like a character and learning how to, accents and different different characteristics of different characters and my monologue is Patrick Bateman in American Psycho, and that performance is so characterized, and I want to learn how to do that and tackle that eventually for sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.